Welcome to question number 3 of Mechanics M1 at Excel IAL January 2021. The question is, a parcel of mass 20 kg is at rest on a horizontal floor. The coefficient of friction between the parcel and the floor is 0.3. Two forces, both acting in the same vertical plane of magnitude 200 Newton and T Newton, are applied to the parcel. The line of action of 200 Newton force makes an angle of 15 degree with the horizontal, and the line of action of T Newton force makes an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal, as shown in figure. The parcel is modeled as a particle P. Find the smallest value of T for which P remains in equilibrium. Now you can see here in the figure, a particle is shown, a parcel whose mass is given is 20 kg is at rest when two forces are acting on it. One force is T Newton, making an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal, and another force of 200 Newton, which is making an angle of 15 degrees with the horizontal. So to solve this question, first we need to make the force diagram. Once we will have the force diagram, then we will come to about the calculation of the smallest value of T. So let's first draw force diagram for this question. As it is given the parcel of mass 20 kg, so I will make the parcel here, it's 20 kg. Its mass will act vertically downward, so force will be weight of the parcel, which will be 20 g Newton, because we know that weight is equal to mass times gravity. So using this relation, we can write the weight of the object, the weight of the parcel will be 20 g Newton. And the two forces are already shown with the horizontal. One force is, which is T Newton, making an angle of 25 degree, while the other force is 200 Newton, making an angle of the force is 200 Newton and is making an angle of 15 degree. So this is angle of 15 degree with the horizontal. So now the normal reaction will act, the normal reaction of this force will act here. Let me draw the normal reaction. The normal reaction will be upward. Resolve these forces into its horizontal and vertical components also. Now, first of all, look at the question. The question is saying find the smallest value of T. Now, smallest value of T will be possible only if the maximum friction is in this direction. Let's say friction is F maximum, because if maximum friction will not be in this direction, then T will not be smallest. Let's suppose in the case if here is a parcel and force T Newton is acting in this direction, and if the direction of the maximum friction is directed in this direction, then T cannot be smallest. So to make it smallest, maximum friction must be in this direction. It should not be in this direction. So let's resolve these forces into its components. If I will resolve it into horizontal and vertical component, this vertical component of T will be T sine of 25 degree. And for this one, the vertical component will be 200 sine of 15 degree. And the horizontal component of this one will be 200 cos 15 degree. And for this one, the horizontal component of this, if I will take, so it will be T cos of 25 degree. So now we have to, first of all, if I will try to find F maximum will be equal to, we know friction is equal to mu R. Mu, which is coefficient of friction, in the question it is given, it is 0.3. So F maximum will be equal to 0.3 into R. That will be F maximum. So wherever we need to use it, we will use it 0.3 R. Now to find R, what I will do, I will resolve these forces vertically. So let's resolve these forces vertically first. So we will be able to calculate our R. Resolving vertically, if I will say resolving forces vertically, what will happen now? This force, this vertical force is directed upwards. This vertical force is directed upwards, this R is directed upwards, and this weight is directed downwards. So I will have R plus 200 sine 15 degree plus T sine 25 degree will be equal to 20 G Newton. Now from here, if I have to find R, so R will be equal to 20 G minus 200 sine 15 degree minus T sine of 25 degree. Let's say this is equation number 1. This is value of R. We can put here this value of R to get F maximum. So F maximum in that case will become, if I will take F maximum, so F maximum will become 0.3 into 20G minus 200 sine of 15 minus T sine 25 degree. This is F maximum. Let's say this is equation number 2. Now resolve the forces horizontally. When I will resolve the forces horizontally, so what will happen? Resolving these forces horizontally. So this F maximum is in this direction, this is in this direction. So I will say T cos 25 degree plus F maximum will be equal to 200 cos 15. Because sum of horizontal forces will be equal to 0. So using that one, we can say sum of right directed will be equal to sum of left directed forces. So our main purpose is to find the value of T. To find the value of T, if we somehow manage to find F maximum, then easily we can find the value of T. So what I will do, I will put the value of F maximum here in this from 2, put equation number 2 in equation number 3. So or there is another easy way instead of that one. If I will do from here, I will separate F maximum. Let's separate F maximum. It will become 200 cos of 15 minus T cos of 25. So now compare equation 3 and equation number 2. Comparing 2 and 3, this is F maximum, so equating them, I will get, let's say it will be 200 cos of 15 minus T cos 25 will be equal to 0.3. Multiply this 0.3 inside, 0.3 into 20G minus 0.3 into 200 sine of 15 and minus 0.3 T sine 25 degree. So from here, T terms I will separate in one direction and without T on the other side. So shift this one to this side and that one to the other side. So it will become 0.3 T sine of 25 degree minus T cos 25 degree will be equal to 0.3 into 20G minus 0.3 into 200 sine of 15. Take common T from them. If I will take common T, so it will become 0.3 sine of 25 minus cos of 25. That will be equal to 0.3 into 20G minus 0.3 into 200 sine of 15. Finally, T will be equal to, I will have the value of T. Let's write it here. T will be equal to 0.3 into 20G minus 0.3 into 200 sine of 15 over 0.3 sine 25 minus cos of 25. Now I can calculate it because finally I have separate value of t, but before solving put the value of g also 9.8. So it will become 0.3 into 20 into 9.8 minus 0.3 into 200 sine of 15 over 0.3 sine 25 minus cos of 25. Let's use our calculator to solve this one. So it will become, if I will have, let me change my calculator to mathematical mode. So that is going to be 0.3 into 20 into 9.8 minus 0.3 into 200 to sine of 25 degree. Make sure your calculator should be in the degree mode. Sorry, it is 15 degree. So it is 15 degree divided by 0.3 into sine of 25 minus cos of 25. So we will get minus 55. So t is equal to minus 55.509. But t cannot be negative. It means definitely we make somewhere mistake here. Let me check in the previous one where we make a mistake. I think we make a mistake here where when I had to transfer this 200 to the other side. So if I forget to write here, it should be minus 200 cos 15 also. So here it should also be minus 200 cos of 15 and then include it here also in this equation minus 200 cos of 15 and then here also minus 200 cos of 15 and then calculate this one by putting now the correct inputs in our calculator. I think we will get our accurate value of t. The minimum value of t should be a positive value. Let's add in our calculator that value. Let me check the values input in the calculator. Yes, here after 15 it should be minus 200 cos of 15 also. So now it's giving 192.315. So you can round this to 3 significant 192 Newton. So that is, as our question is silent about to how many decimal places, so then write it to 3 decimal places. This is our final answer for this question.